Hello? Hello, hello, hello. It's time for knitting. Yes, indeed it is. Oops. Maybe if I can ever, pick up the knitting. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'm good. Here's my, lap sheet for contrast. I didn't forget my water this time, guys. Isn't it great? It's beautiful. Yep. Oop. Okay. Ah, man. It seems, for some reason, really weird that, that I leave for vacation tomorrow, honestly. Like, it doesn't seem real. I'm taking 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Gonna drive out to California. Me and, the spouse. Look how long this is getting. I mean, it's still not long enough. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Hello. Won't focus. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, where are we? Let me arrange myself properly here. No, it's a little funky. I thought I had the angle right, but I think it needs to be more like this. It's better. That's better. Ooh. Alright. Yes. Let's go. Alright, 1, 2. 2 more rows of this color. I am excited for vacation though, even though like it hasn't really sunk in. Kind of. Just because it feels like so long since I've like gone on a real vacation, you know? Which, I mean, it has been a long time since I actually went on a real vacation. Obviously, my last vacation was, my last, like, real vacation, like, going somewhere, was last year in March, like, right before the shutdown happened. That was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But all I gotta do is go to work tomorrow morning, which, I work really early, so, I get off by 9:30. Come home, get cleaned up, then we're heading out. We're driving to California. Like I said, we'll be gone 2 weeks. I'm not sure if... Here we go. Oh, also, all my friends subscribe while I'm, like, not streaming, so I can't, like, directly thank them. Thank you, Joshi, for subscribing. I appreciate that. If you see this at some point, I don't know. But yeah, driving out to California, starting tomorrow. We're gonna take like 3 days to drive out there. We don't really have anything planned for the drive out yet. I guess we're just gonna, as in like stopping and looking at stuff. We're just gonna stop and, we're just gonna drive, and see how it goes. For the way back, however, the first thing that we're going to do... Why does it look so weird? The first thing that we're going to do is on the way back is stop at the Grand Canyon, which is exciting. I've been to the Grand Canyon, but my husband has not. So we get to see that, and that is cool. We in theory, we should get there in time to watch the sunset. We like booked a hotel like close, very close to the South Rim for that first night. I mentioned this before, but if I have reception, which again is a very big if, like I honestly have no idea, like I never really know with T-Mobile if I'm gonna have reception or not. I mean, like when I do have it, it's like generally pretty good, but sometimes I just don't. But anyways, if I have reception, I'm going to live stream the sunset at the Grand Canyon. Won't that be exciting, huh? Color switching time. That means it's time to take a little drink of water. Water's important, guys. Water is very important. Alright. And since it's time to switch colors, we switch the position of our threads that I have wrapped around. This one's wrapped around a pencil, and this one's wrapped around a paintbrush, because those were the things that I had when I was untangling my thread. Bloop, come here. I feel like this may be the stream where I actually finally finish. Man, random electronics making random noises. Tell you what, man. But yeah, I don't know. I might possibly finish this stream. Who knows? But yeah, if anyone that happens to be watching the stream right now has any suggestions as to places they think we should stop when driving from Indiana to California, like any cool things to see. Oh, and by the way, as to route, on the way there, we're heading. Oh, hi, babe. My hands are the only thing in the frame. He comes down and messes with settings sometimes. I don't ever really know what's happening. But yeah, our destination on the way out there is like the northern part of California, where we're gonna visit a couple friends for a couple days, and then we're going to San Francisco. We'll be there for a few days, and we're driving to San Diego, and we'll be there for a few days before we head home. I'm excited. I really am. I think this trip is gonna be really cool. I honestly don't really know, like, what we're going to be doing while on vacation. Like, I've never really been to California before. Like, I was in the airport in, I think, San Francisco, like, once. That was, like, while we were on the way home from Alaska. On the cruise my parents took us on. So it's not like... I don't think... You can't really say you've been in a place if all you've been in is in the airport. Unless you, like, leave the airport. Unless you go out of security, and you go out into whatever city you're in, you can't say that you've actually been to that place. You could say, you know, oh, I had a layover in the airport in San Francisco, but I've never been to San Francisco, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. like, the only thing that I, like, specifically, like, had in mind that I wanted to do in California was see the ocean. And hopefully go swimming in the ocean. You know, go to the beach. Go swimming. Because I've been to the Atlantic Ocean. I've swum in that. Went to the boardwalk. You know, and where is that? Is that New Jersey? Anyways, been to the boardwalk, swam in that ocean. I mean, I've been to Florida too, you know, on the ocean side as opposed to the bay side. Swum in there. But okay, well, I guess I've seen the ocean technically from the Pacific Ocean. I mean, like, we went on the Alaska cruise. Although most of that was like we were going up the Inside Passage, which is like in between like the mainland of Alaska and like islands mostly. So it's like kind of the ocean, but kind of not. Anyways, obviously it's not like on the Alaska cruise that I went swimming. You know what I mean? I did not go swimming in Alaska. Oh, right, that's true. I have already swum in the Atlantic. But yes. No, my husband just said we will be able to swim in the Atlantic and the Pacific this year. And I forgot what he was talking about for a moment. but next month, we're going on a vacation with some friends. Wow, that is loud. He's doing laundry. But, I can't tell. I don't know. Well, no, because I can't hear the sound, so you need to go check. Upstairs. Please. Like, I don't know how much this mic picks up. He's doing laundry, so. It's in the dryer at this point. Which, you know, the washer and the dryer in the basement, which is where I am. Unsurprisingly. But yeah, I want to see the bridge, which he tells me is in San Francisco. And I want to see that one street, the really curvy street, which is also in San Francisco. But, like, I don't have any specific things in mind otherwise. I just want to see cool things and do cool things. Ooh, you know where else we're stopping on the way home? We're stopping at Mesa Verde after the Grand Canyon, which I think is going to be really cool. Really cool, I think. Neither of us have ever been to Mesa Verde. It's like a national park with like cool. Wait. Thanks, babe. Apparently you guys can't hear the dryer, which is good. That would be annoying. It's funny because I haven't done any streams over the past few weeks besides the normal, like, the RPG store time on Monday and then this Crafty one on Thursdays. I haven't had to move my camera since when we stream Crafty Time. We stream it from... That's so cute. Thank you, Bombleon. It's for this little guy right here. It's time to switch colors, which means it's time to take a sip of water. Come on. Nope, don't. Do not get twisted here. Wait, no. Yeah. Switch colors. Oops. You know what? If you... But I don't know, like, the question really is of how long I want this scarf to be. Like, it has to go all the way around this little guy and his oxygen tank on the back, which, you know, that's what makes him even wider to go around. But am I gonna just make it like long enough to go all the way around, or do I want like extra hanging down, or what? I feel like that question will just be decided about how much patience I have to just continue knitting, because this is a whole lot of knitting. I've been knitting for several Thursdays, and I remember, I think the first stream, after I finished making the little guy, and I finished making the plushie, the first knitting stream, I was like, oh, this is taking a long time. It's like, I might do some knitting off stream and then just, you know, show you guys the end product or whatever. That did not happen. I am too busy doing other things off stream. So, I was like, nope, I will just, all of the process on this scarf has been done on stream. Oh man, good times. It is getting longer though, obviously. Slowly, bit by bit. On the, you know, a teeny tiny scarf. But yeah, okay, so San Francisco and San Diego. What is there to do in those places, guys, huh? Any suggestions? Any suggestions for things to see on the drive out to California from Indiana? Because we don't have any plans for the drive out besides driving out. I want to eat some good food. That is, for me, that is always a goal when I am on vacation, is just to eat some good food. I like to find places that are more, like more local, you know? Doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, this is the tiny, like, little hole in the wall place that all the locals know. Even, although, if you do find that, that's absolutely wonderful. I just, you know, if I'm on vacation, you know, I don't want to go to, like, an Applebee's or an Olive Garden or something. Although, honestly, I do not know how ubiquitous those are across the United States. Maybe they're not ubiquitous. I don't know. But yeah, they are all over the place around here, so, you know, I wouldn't want to stop at one of those on vacation. Because what's the point? What's the point of that? I feel like... Oh, I know. Aren't there, isn't there like a burger place? Like a well-known burger place that's only on like the West Coast? Or like farther west? Is that In-N-Out? Help me out here, somebody. Is In-N-Out the like burger place that's supposed to be really great? That's like only on the more western side of the country? Because if so, then I want to go there. I want to at least once and try their burgers. Their burgers. Ooh, speaking of burgers, you know what I just had the other day? Okay, so Mr. Beast is this guy on YouTube that's real big, and he's gives lots of money to people and does different challenges and fun things. Anyways, he started this restaurant called Mr. Beast Burger. and it's like an internet-based location. Like there's no dine-in. Like you order it and you pick it up or have it delivered to you. Um, and I had never had it before. I honestly, for some reason, thought that it wasn't available in Indiana. I don't know why. I don't know. I just didn't think about it. But recently he put out a burger that was available for a temporary amount of time. That was a Dream burger, which Dream is another content creator. He's does like Minecraft stuff. He's quite well known. I started following him this year, honestly. Yeah, it was more this year. Yeah. Anyways, so he put out a burger like with Dream. It's available for a limited amount of time. It's like a double smash patty, American cheese, pickles. I mean, there was some sort of sauce of some kind on it, and there was avocado. Because Dream's thing is like his color theme is like green. He's also a faceless content creator, which means no one knows what he looks like except the fact that he's tall, because they've seen pictures of him wearing his merch and stuff. Anyways. But green is like his Minecraft skin color. Anyways. And it has avocado on it. And I got that the other day, and I should have picked it up. But, like, I did not want to leave the house. And so I ordered it for delivery. And I'm not going to do that again, because it just took way too long. Like, ugh. Way, way, way too long. Like, the only way I want to do delivery, really, is if, it's like the restaurant itself doing delivery, honestly. It's like, no offense to DoorDash, but it just, I mean, like, I worked in food service, like, I know, like if we waited until the food was actually ready to hit the button that says, the food's ready, then, like, it would take, like, 15 or 20 minutes after that for them to come and pick up the food. It was either that, or, like, they would show up to pick up the order, like, and we had just gotten it. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. Thankfully, I don't work in food service anymore. Not that the place where I worked was bad. It was not. I worked at Penn Station. Penn Station was lovely, and I love the people that work there. I worked there for, like, 14 years total. It's just, you know, sometimes, even if I like the place that I work, and my coworkers are nice and everything, you still have to do if it's like food service, like you still have to deal with people, and you know, the customers are not always the greatest. I'm here. Hi, Dad. That's my dad. Penn Station is a restaurant chain that is not, not like super, it's not everywhere. Why are you being weird? Oop, okay, there we go. Penn Station is not everywhere. It's not like all over the US or anything. It started in Ohio, in Cincinnati, I think. It's Penn Station East Coast Subs. It's a hot sub shop. Like, we grill the subs and they go through an oven. It's a good place, okay? Like, take it from me. Like, I worked there for 14 years and I would still eat the food. Really gives good stuff, like fresh cut fries, fresh squeezed lemonade, like, we bake cookies every morning. Like, it's good stuff, right? It's not like, it's sort of technically fast food, right? But it's not like, I don't know, it's not cheap. It's not cheap in quality or in price. But, Penn Station, they're in Ohio, they're in Indiana, there's some in Chicago, I think. And there's some a couple other places. Anyways, they make good subs. Philly cheesesteak, chicken teriyaki, the Italian. Those were like the top 3 for sure. Top 3. How in the world did I get to talking about Penn Station? Oh, because I was talking about delivery. Oh yeah, and DoorDash. And how they either show up like 20 minutes after the food was done, or like, you know, 30 seconds after we got the order, and we're like, listen. Also, how like, the order would come through, and it would give like the same kind of amount of time of like, you know, I've got this much time to make this, regardless of how much time, how busy we were in the store, you know what I mean? Yeah, no. But, you know, I don't have to deal with that anymore. All I gotta do is carry boxes around. Yeehaw UPS, right? Is this annoying? That's better. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping I will get enough done on this scarf today to call it like completed, you know? I hope so. I hope so. That would be cool. Like, finish it all up before I head out on vacation. That would be nice. I think that would be nice. Alright, couple more rows. And then we color switch. Alright. Being on the coast, does California have good seafood? Like, is that something I should look out for? Should we get some seafood? That seems correct, right? You'd think that coastal cities would have better seafood than non-coastal cities. Oh, there's some market in California somewhere that's well known, and I forget what it is. Should probably go there too. We have a friend that lives in San Diego, so like he should probably be able to like tell us some cool things to see. And we'll also see him and hang out, and should be good. Should be good. It's also like, it's been so long since I took an actual vacation that like, okay, because I knew like what my schedule was gonna be. It's because I work so early. If I'm streaming in the evening, I have to take a nap, like, because I get off work, you know, 9:30. So I come home and I get cleaned up, and so I have to take a nap, right? Hi, cutie, love. Is that Bimbus? Even if it's not, I'm gonna say it probably is. Scarf is coming along, little tiny Sykkuno scarf for this little dude. I don't have any adornment for the red one, but we're gonna say that's Valkyrie anyways. I totally forget what I was talking about. It's really interesting how things kind of like ebb and flow. Like, people still are playing Among Us, right? Like, I still see streamers playing it, and, you know, people that I follow and stuff. But, it's not nearly so huge as it was for quite a bit there. I mean, they're always still working on new stuff, and they put out the whole thing, like, now, you have, accounts and stuff like that, which I think that's a good, like, thing, right? I still only really played like the one session that I streamed. Just because of how I am, like, I only want to play if I can get a group together and like do it over voice chat. And it's hard to get a group of 10 people together. Like, I know you can play with less people in Among Us, but I don't know. I like having the whole 10 group. Although I think I saw on their Twitter that I think I saw on their Twitter that, wait, it's color switching time. That means it's time for a water. Hydrate, y'all. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I saw the Among Us post on their Twitter account that they're doing an option like to let you have up to 15 players, and I'm just like, wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of players. Like 10 seems like a lot, right? But man, I can't even imagine 15. Can you imagine on like the OG map on the Skeld, on the first little ship, having 15 people like running around that small space? Like that just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Come on, be good to me. Although, like, I guess when you think about it, like, if there's a spaceship that's like proportional to human size and like how many rooms that thing has and stuff. Although, the funny thing is, there aren't any like sleeping quarters in the map on Skeld. I don't think. Do they just not sleep? Do the crewmates just never sleep, huh? Or they just sort of like fall asleep on their feet? I don't know. I'm sure, you know, it's not designed for like, you know, huge like realism in mind or anything. It's just now all I can think about is where do the crewmates sleep? Where do they sleep, guys? Where do they sleep? Do they get to sleep? No, they probably just don't ever get to sleep because there's always imposters on board. There's always imposters on board, and they never get any chance to sleep. They just do their tasks and then fall out the airlock. So the one Among Us session that I played was way before the new airship map came out, so... Oh, thank you for following, cutie. Cutie love. I appreciate that very much. But yeah, the one Among Us session I've played was way before the airship map came out, so I never played it. I've seen a few people play it, you know? There's a lot of people playing it when it first came out. And honestly, the Among Us airship map, like, it looks so complicated. Like, holy moly, like, it looks so difficult to deal with. I'm just like, oh no. You're welcome. I mean, I'm sure, like, once you play the airship map more, like, it would get a little less confusing, but just, like, the fact that, like, if the doors are locked, like, you have to do a swipe card? Oh, no, that just sounds awful. It's just, like, it's like the keycard task, but, like, multiplied to a terrible level. Like, can you... I can't even imagine. I mean, like I've even watched people like playing on the map, and they're the imposter, and they will get stuck. The imposter will get stuck somewhere because they can't get the doors to open. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, the game just gets put on hold at that point if everyone's just getting stuck places because they can't open doors because they all require a key card to access. It does look like there's some cool new tasks though. Let's make a burger in the kitchen, huh? Burger. Now I'm hungry again. I just ate like right before stream. Well, okay, like it was maybe around 5 that I ate. That was before stream. My husband grilled. Well, he cooked stuff on the like foil packeted and grilled. It was fish, like fish that he caught the last time he went fishing. It was salmon and asparagus, and it was really good. Like, it's always tasty when he grills stuff, man. I appreciate him greatly. By the way, the background music is all made by my husband. If you want to find him on the social medias, he's Synthas, Synthas on YouTube. You can find the Taste of Sin music video on there, which I am in, and it's super cool. Not because I'm in it, just because it's super cool. And also, how do Bandcamp addresses go? Is it synthas.bandcamp.com or bandcamp.synthas.com? Anyways, however Bandcamp addresses goes, he's also Synthas on Bandcamp. You can find the released music that he's got so far on Bandcamp as well. The stuff that you're hearing in the background is not on there because these are things he's made for other projects, but that he's allowing me to use as my background music because obviously there's not going to be any copyright strike on it because he made it, and you know, he's not going to like try and put a copyright claim on me, obviously. But he makes good music. You know, basements are colder usually than the rest of the house. This is true about this house. However, for some reason, when I'm doing this particular stream, sitting on this couch with this sheet on my lap, and I don't know, perhaps the big light there that lights up my hands contributes to this, but like I get so warm as opposed to most of the time when I'm just like have to have a big floofy blanket. Is that 4 rows? Yeah, that's 4 rows. Color switching time. Time for some water. Bloop. Ow. I'm gonna get back to streaming more games because I don't like wearing this headset, and I have a microphone set up in the other room, which is where my laptop sits if I'm streaming a game or anything. But for the crafty things, it is here. Well, just because I'm not like on a table or anything. Like when I was sewing on the plushies, I was still sitting here. Sitting here on my comfortable couch. It is a comfy couch, man. Well, this is technically the love seat. The couch is over there. You cannot see it. Actually, you can. I was wrong. I take that back. You can see the edge of the arm of the couch in my smaller face camera. So I'm trying to point to it. Right there. There's the couch. Big comfy couch. But there's no Joe. No Joe here. Or Steve. Unless my dad's here, which he's not. But yeah, okay. I am fairly certain. My ADHD brain jumping back topics again. I am fairly certain that In-N-Out Burger is the one that's like on the West Coast. And if so, then I definitely do want to try that while we're out there. Is In-N-Out considered fast food? I don't know. I'm fine with fast food. My partner is not. He's not a fan of fast food, which is gonna make eating food on the trip out interesting. Because that's usually what we eat on trips, is fast food. At least, you know, because you're driving and you're trying to get somewhere and you're just like, I need something quick. So fast food. But, you know, there's only like a few places that he's okay with eating their food. My husband. And even then, he's not a super big fan of it. Really, there's only like sometimes he's okay with Taco Bell. Sometimes. And like, sometimes he's okay with like McDonald's breakfast, but only McDonald's breakfast. Not anything else. I am fine with whatever. But, you know, I'm also like very active in my job, and so I just kind of burn things off. He is in school and is sitting by his computer a lot. That is unrelated to why he doesn't like fast food, but it just means that he's not able to burn it off as easily as I am. Because my job is active. Which I like a lot. I like that my job is active. Very much. And I also like that I get paid vacation. Thank you, UPS. Thank you, Teamsters, actually. Very much. Also for the insurance. Anyways. But yeah. If there are any other, like, West Coast exclusive type of, like, restaurants that I should try, let me know. Either right now, or you can tweet at me, Avital Elizabeth. I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on YouTube, and Instagram, and Facebook. And I am active on, well, all of those social media platforms. So, I'll see if you want to say something to me. You know what? Okay, I don't, this might be a West Coast thing. I don't know. But there's a place called, like, the Shake Shack. I think they do burgers also. And, like, we got one here in Indianapolis recently. However, it's at the airport. And not only is it at the airport, it's at the airport past security. So, you can't have it unless you're getting on a flight. And I shouldn't be having shakes anyways, as much as I would like to. Milk doesn't like me as much as I like it, you know? It's very sad, very sad. I miss ice cream. Milkshakes. Ah, milkshakes. Eggnog. I miss eggnog, man. I really miss eggnog. Oh, I sound like I'm about to cry. Goodness gracious. Don't cry over lost milkshakes. That's the new don't cry over spilt milk. Just so you know. I have proclaimed it. But yeah, definitely want to do seafood when we're out in California. I do like seafood. Sushi. We're gonna get sushi at some point. San Francisco, San Diego, I don't know, somewhere. Somewhere, I'm sure there is plenty of awesome sushi out there. And I do like me some sushi. And I haven't had sushi in a while. I miss it. I mean, you know, haven't been going to restaurants really in a while, right? So, apparently I'm just gonna talk about food now. I shouldn't be that hungry. Anyways, I should not be that hungry. I really shouldn't. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'm just thirsty. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm hungry. I'm like, hold on a second. Let me drink a little water. I'm like, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was really just thirsty. Hard to know sometimes. Honestly, I mean, you should just be drinking water and keeping yourself hydrated. But anyways, speaking of that, I'm gonna have some more water. Because sometimes it is easy to forget about drinking. I don't know why it's so easy, right? Like when I'm at work, I make myself remember it's right there. Like I drink water a lot. I drink a lot of water every morning at work. But sometimes I'm at home, it's just harder to make myself remember. Just tell the little... Oh, okay, we don't have Google like home like all over the place, but there's a little like mini down here in the basement. Just like tell it to like set reminders. Hey, you know, tell me to drink water like once an hour or something. I don't know. I mean, you can do that probably, right? I bet you can. I don't know. I've never really utilized it very much. Mostly, I'm just like, hey Google, roll a d20 or something like that, because it'll do that. And it even makes like a dice rolling sound. It's honestly very satisfying. Excuse me. It's quite satisfying. I mean, it's not as satisfying as like actually rolling dice, but you know, if you gotta use something to roll your dice that's not your actual dice, having it make a sound with it is super good. For sure. Man, now I'm just thinking about food. Oh man, okay. So a friend of mine just had their birthday the other day, and she posted a picture. She's like, I got 6 mini cakes, you know, so she got cupcakes. I don't know where she got them from. They were on a trip, a birthday trip, her and her husband. And it made me want cupcakes. Now, here's the thing. I'm not all that keen on cake in general. Like cupcakes, like just sort of normal cake. Like normal, like birthday cake. Just plain, whatever, boring. It's not that exciting. Not that it's bad, right? Like it tastes good. You know, I like sugar as much or more than the next person. But if it's just like normal cake, nah, I don't really care that much. I'm also not a fan of chocolate cake. Unless it's, I don't know, something really, really special and really, really good. Or chocolate ice cream, honestly. I like chocolate, right? But not like chocolate ice cream or chocolate cake. I don't know why, that's just how it is. Chocolate's great. Chocolate cake, eh. Nah, not so much. Anyways, my friend posted a picture of cupcakes that she got for her birthday. And it made me think about cupcakes and how much I want cupcakes now. Now, here in the Indianapolis area, there is, well, obviously, I'm sure there are multiple cupcake shops, right? However, my favorite cupcake shop is called Confectioneris. And they are all the way up in Zionsville, which is not Indianapolis, but it's like the greater Indianapolis area, you know, in Indianapolis and the surrounding communities, right? Like, if you were in another country and you lived in Zionsville and someone in the foreign country asked you where you were from, you would probably still say Indianapolis because they wouldn't know where Zionsville was, right? But anyways, Confectioneris is in Zionsville. And they are my favorite cupcake shop. Now, I am rarely... Happy Asher Games, heyo! Hi, Asher! I am rarely in Zionsville, like almost never. In fact, the last several times I've been in Zionsville have been to go to this cupcake shop, Confectioneris. Now, you may wonder, how in the world did I find out about this cupcake shop if I'm never in Zionsville? And I will tell you. A few years back, there's an arcade bar in Indianapolis, kind of downtown-ish, kind of out in squarish, called Tappers Arcade Bar, which is super fun. All of the arcade machines are free. You only have to pay if you want to play the pinball machines. But one Valentine's Day, they had a Valentine special thing. They're like, oh, we have like a couple special drinks, and we will be selling cupcakes from this place called Confectioneris. And so my boyfriend at the time, we weren't married then, we only got married last year. It's the same man I'm with now, obviously. We're like, let's go to Tappers on Valentine's Day. That sounds like fun. We play a few little arcade games, have a drink, get a cupcake. And so we got a cupcake, and I got one that was called a pink champagne, which they do not have very often, and I'm sad because it is so good. I had a pink champagne one. He had some kind of like chocolatey cupcake, and oh my gosh, it was like the most delicious cupcake I think I had ever had. At least it felt like it. And, like, the fact that, like, this cupcake was so good that, like, I bought another one later, and then, like, I went and I found them. I followed them on, like, Facebook, maybe Instagram. I don't know if I like them on Instagram, but I followed them on Instagram, but I like them on Facebook. And then I went and drove all the way up to Zionsville, which I don't live, like, that close to Zionsville. I don't. To get cupcakes, and I have on multiple occasions gone there and gotten cupcakes from this place, and now I just want cupcakes from them. At one point, my husband and I were, I'm not gonna say where we were because I don't want to like actually tell you what the name of the cupcake shop was, but we were elsewhere in Indianapolis for dinner, and there was a cupcake shop like across from the restaurant that we were at, and I was like, oh hey, I really like the, you know, Confectioneris. I was like, let's try this one out. It was just not as good. It just wasn't. It was just like, it wasn't bad, of course. It was still good cupcakes. It was just not as good as Confectioneris, and I'm so sad. Though honestly, it's probably better for me. Probably better for me that that it's not that close to me, because honestly I would be getting cupcakes like just about every day. Just Nah, I just really want cupcakes now. I don't have any. After stream, now that I'm craving something sweet, I think I will probably I'll have a piece of bread with some jam on it, because I stopped buying sweets and that to keep in the house because they wouldn't keep in the house. I would just eat them all. My husband doesn't really even like sweets very much, so like anything that I would buy, candy, cookies, whatever, would all get eaten by me, and too quickly, I might add. I have a thing for sweets. I got a sweet tooth. So I gotta be careful about having too much stuff around the house because I have very little impulse control and I will just eat it. I will just eat it. That's what'll happen. But, you know, as a treat every once in a while, I will still go to confectionaries and get me some delicious cupcakes. Although, like, they post every morning on their Facebook what their flavors of the day are, because, like, there's a couple, like, basic ones they have every day, but then the other ones, like, they'll change from day to day. And, I swear, the next time I see that they have the pink champagne cupcakes, I'm gonna hop on that because those are so good, and I don't think I like got to have them again since like the Valentine's Day. Well, we went again to Tapper's the next Valentine's Day, and they had the cupcakes again, which was wonderful. And I had another pink champagne cupcake, so good. I should really stop talking about these cupcakes. I'm just not gonna get them for a long time, so I should stop making myself salivate, drooling over cupcakes here. But hey, you know what? Toast and jam is also tasty because I like jam. It's sugar and fruit, which that's good. Oh, it's funny. So when I was making this guy, before this was sewn into him, but the leaf, I sort of like pinned it to the top of this guy, and I was like, I did not realize how much that looked like an apple now. And that is absolutely lovely. Like, the only session I've played of Among Us, I was red, and I had the mini crewmate, the one on my head and the one next to me, because you know I had this guy with me, so it made sense that I had the mini crewmate, right? But I think if I play again, which you know I might, maybe eventually, if I play again, I might use. I still want to be red, I think, but I might use the leaf, because then I look like an apple. Oh, there's a bug. Shoot, bug. No bugs. We don't like them in the house. Like, they do their thing outside the house, but we don't want them in. None of that. You know what I don't have? So, my mom, when she knits, which she knits a lot, she's great, super crafty. She uses a crochet hook to tuck the ends into, you know, her knitting, because, you know, you don't want the ends like sticking out. And I just realized I don't have a crochet hook. So whenever I finish this, it will be much more difficult for me to tuck the ends in. Maybe I'll have to borrow one from her. She has bunches. I know she does. She also crochets. I think she knits more though. She's knitted so many cool things. Like, so many. Like, she's knitted multiple little dachshunds for my nephews and niece, and for other people. My sister has dachshunds. Used to have more than one dachshund, but only one is still with us. But, you know, c'est la vie. She knitted an honestly really decently sized, like, R2-D2 for my nephew. Like, that was so impressive, and it looks so cool. Like, oh my gosh, she knitted me a really, really cool Doctor Who scarf with like the TARDIS on it and other cool stuff. It's super cool. She's awesome. She's knitted multiple pairs of socks. She's knitted socks for a lot of people. Me, my husband, all the rest of the family members. So many socks, hats. Oh, it's so great. So great. Oop, nope, don't get twisted. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Don't be all twisty. None of that. None of the twisty. None of the twistiness. You know, it's really interesting, like, what is popular, like, from time to time, from day to day. So, like, I've recently, this year, gotten into the Dream SMP, you know, which is a Minecraft server, and they, like, roleplay on it and stuff, like, fight battles and make cities, and anyways, I think it's really interesting, like, how much effort goes into that, and thought. It's very cool. But also, a lot of streamers lately I've noticed have been doing, Grand Theft Auto RP roleplay. So there's some sort of server in Grand Theft Auto, and then people play on it, and they have a character, like, and they play out their lives. Like, people are cops, and some people like rob banks, and like people have part-time jobs at fast food restaurants and stuff like that. Like, it's so interesting. Like, and it seems to have just really, like, caught a lot of people's attention, and they find it fun, and I haven't really watched a lot of it. I've seen a little bit of it. It seems alright. It seems interesting enough. I've been more preoccupied with the Minecrafters for but yeah, like, it's very cool, like, what people on the internet are into from day to day. I mean, you know, as long as it's SFW. As my friend Radio Kyle would say, hashtag water gang. Am I right? Oh, you get finger guns from 2 angles, guys. Woo! And that means it is time to switch colors. Bloop. Here we go. Man, look at that. Look at you. Look how long you're getting. I'm excited. Now, I have yet to knit a scarf where you have to, like, where your stripes are fat enough that you have to, cut the thread, but that sounds like it would be super annoying. Like, for reals. Ooh, let me shift here. Ooh, stretchy stretch, because that's also important. Stay active as much as possible. Like, I don't knit all that much, honestly, but it just seemed like it would be annoying to have to tuck in, like, a multiple ends if you're doing, like, a really... Say, for instance, you were to knit a 4th Doctor from Doctor Who scarf, which is extraordinarily long and has many, many colors in it. That would take forever. The knitting of it, and then the tucking all of the ends of all those yarn into the scarf so they're hidden. Like, whoo, that would take so long. Like, oh, excuse me. Like, I sort of maybe want to eventually... I might someday knit myself a 4th Doctor scarf. But it also just seems like a whole lot of work, and I'm not sure if I could, like, apply myself for that long to one project. I'm bad about that kind of thing. Thanks, ADHD. But, you know. C'est la vie. I have made a total of 4 little Among Us plushies so far. These 2 that you can see right here. And the first one I made was a white one that I gave to my friend for his birthday. The second one is a blue one that I gave to my nephew for Christmas. The backpack has fallen off of the blue one because it was given to a child, and he played with it. And the backpack was not sewn on sturdily enough to be played with, I guess. My bad. It just needs to be sewn back on now. And you know what's also funny? Each one of these has ended up being like a different shape. Like, oh, excuse me. It's the same pattern. You know, but I'm like, did I just stuff, like, one of them was like taller and skinnier, and one of them was rounder and whiter and fatter. And I don't understand how that happened. Like, at all. My phone making noise for no reason. You need to stop that. Hold on. You know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. My friends are probably already working on setting up their stream, which is starting at 8. Which is what I'm stopping. I was talking about something, and I have no idea what it was now. Oh well. Ooh, okay, yeah, so, vacation starts tomorrow. Right, like I said, I'm gonna try and do as many IRL streams when I see cool things as possible. Where was I going with this? So like, I'm basically packed. I just gotta pack up like electronic stuff once I'm done with stream here tonight. Like, I'm gonna bring my laptop, and like, I gotta still pack my phone charger and some headphones and stuff like that. We've got snacks. I tried to buy snacks that you could leave in the car safely. I bought beef jerky, got some different like protein type bars. I got Cliff bars. By the way, Cliff bars. Okay, I have tried a lot of different kinds of Cliff bars. And okay, protein bars in general usually are just kind of bleh. Kind of bleh, kind of gross to me. But I tried a lot of different kind of Cliff bars, and the only one that I really find palatable at all is the white chocolate macadamia nut Cliff bar. Like, it's actually pretty good. I have bought some Luna bars. They're like lemony kind of flavored. Those are pretty good. Yeah, so beef jerky, the little protein bars, ones that I know actually taste good. Bought some of those little like cracker sandwiches. You know, they come in their little packs. There's like 6 little cracker sandwiches in each pack. I don't like the ones that have cheese crackers, and I don't really like the like peanut butter ones all that much. So I got a pack of like pepper jack little cracker sandwiches, and then I bought a pack that has a mix of like cheese, sour cream and chive, I think, and then peanut butter and honey. Now, I know that's still peanut butter, but like it has the addition of the honey, so I think it'll be a little better. Not that I don't like peanut butter, okay? Like, I like peanut butter. Okay, this is making noise and needs to stop. Thank you. But like just the like cracker sandwiches when they're just peanut butter, like it's kind of a lot. They end up being like real dry and like drying your mouth out, and you're just like, water. I need water, please, water. Which I mean, hey, like you need to be drinking water anyways. So, but yeah, okay. Beef jerky, protein bars, the little cracker sandwiches. Oh, and almonds. I got some almonds. Those are nice to munch on. Nice little munchie. Nice little munchie. Speaking of water, we'll bring water bottles. Not like this type of water bottles, but like ones to refill. So that we stay hydrated. I brought a few books, so when I'm not driving, I have options of things to do when I'm not driving, okay? I got some books, I'll have my laptop, and we have like a thing that you can plug in. Like, we have a thing to make like a wall outlet. So I can work on like editing a video if I want to, or writing if I want to. I have that option, you know, which is always nice. And of course, I have my phone, so if I have reception, I can, you know, watch something on YouTube if I want. We also will have plenty of music. Now, Jason, my husband, is cool with like just music, whether he's driving or not driving. If I'm driving, just music is fine. But if I'm not driving, I have to have more than that. Like, that it's not enough to occupy my brain. Again, thanks ADHD. Like, I would just get super bored and just be really unhappy. And of course, obviously, we will talk to each other, but like, you can't just like talk non-stop that whole time. And hey, you know, probably be sleeping a little bit of it, you know. I tend to be able to doze off in the car decently well. Sometimes. Sometimes not. Sometimes I seem more sleepy like when I'm driving. Especially if it's like sunny and warm and I'm just like... And I'm like, no, don't do that. Although obviously, there's two drivers, so... If anyone feels drowsy, we will just switch drivers. I'll probably sleep in the car tomorrow for sure, since I will have worked in the morning. I'll probably take a little nap in the car, you know. I was thinking I might want to be the one that like starts off driving, cause like I'll have come home and I'll have taken a shower, I'll be, you know, ready and raring to go. Probably drive and be like, oh, let me drive until I feel like sleepy, and then I'll take a nap and he can drive for a while. That's probably what's going to happen. At least that's what I'm going to suggest that happens, you know? Because I think that's what should happen. But yeah, I am excited about this trip. Also, the fact that my husband, who is getting his master's, is done with school for this semester. Just finished yesterday, I believe. Which is why we scheduled this vacation when we did. So I'm like, yay! That means I'll get to see him more in general, even though we live in the same house and we're both at home a lot. When he's busy working on stuff and I'm busy working on stuff, you know? We still don't end up seeing each other necessarily all that much. That's alright. Especially because I have a weird schedule, so like our schedules are off some. But hey, it works out. It works out in the end. I think I'm gonna need a little something to munch on when I'm done streaming here. course, I need to continue drinking water, because that is always important. I understand now why, like, streamers have a thing that people can, like, redeem that tells the streamer to hydrate, because, like, even though I know how important it is to drink water, like, I am well aware. Like, I still get caught up in whatever it is I'm doing on stream and, like, forget about drinking water until, like, my mouth is, like, super dry and I'm like, oh, I haven't been drinking water like I should. It's nice to, you know, have your people help remind you to drink water, you know? Because, you know, sometimes people can be bad at taking care of ourselves, and it's always nice to have a little help with that, you know? It's always nice. Oh, so, wow, I was gonna say some words, but you know, they're gone now. So that's exciting. Alright. Oh man. Alright, color switching time. So, more water. Drink water, guys. Drink water, y'all. All y'all. Drink your water. Oop. Color switching time means I gotta switch the places of the threads. There we go, so we don't get tangled. I feel like I want to talk about food. I really do miss ice cream. And milk. I just like milk in general, but you know. It's not good for me. It's not good for me at all. Bloop. Come on. At least my food allergies are only like borderline, so I don't actually have to worry about going into like anaphylactic shock or anything. my milk is, you know, it's like I'm lactose intolerant, just like maybe slightly worse. I'm borderline allergic to milk and eggs actually, which again, this is why, like, eggnog is totally, like, off the table. I miss eggnog so much. It's so good. I have tried some, like, non-dairy eggnog, you know. Non-dairy. I guess technically it would be vegan because there's no milk and there are no eggs. And, I mean, it's okay. It's just not the same. It's just really not. It's kind of sad. I did find, however, that what the vegan eggnog was good for was making hot chocolate with. Because, like, technically, like, hot chocolate is supposed to be made with milk. Right? Like, that's the intent. Like, that's what helps make it richer and more creamy and everything, right? So when I made hot chocolate with a non-dairy eggnog, that was actually really tasty. Ooh, excuse me. There's I was talking about my favorite cupcake shop earlier. In Fountain Square, which is sort of like a little offset of downtown Indianapolis. In Fountain Square, I forget the name of it, but there's a little like chocolate, like confectionery shop, and I've gotten some truffles from there, and they were tasty. And the little chocolate shop is kind of like across the street from Kuma's, if you happen to know where that is. The little chocolate shop, whose name I can't remember, is quite tasty, worth a visit if you like that kind of a thing. Now I want some of their little truffles. There's one that's like it was labeled as like a butterscotch tea or something. I don't know. It was really tasty. Really very, very tasty. Tasty. Now all I can think about is like sweets that I want to eat. I do of course enjoy like general candy bars. Reese's are deliciousness. Delicious. I just want candy. Which again, I haven't been buying that like I used to, and that's good. It's better for me. It's healthier. Excuse me. It's not healthy to eat like a ton of candy all the time. But I still like it. I don't eat it all the time as like I used to so much. But I do still enjoy a good sweet. I really do. You know what's yummy? Cheese ravioli. Like, meat-filled ravioli can kind of be hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, I just don't like this as much, but cheese ravioli is pretty much always a jam. It's pretty much always a hit for me. I think it's because of the kind of cheese that is in it, because, well, usually there's like, I think, multiple kinds of cheeses in cheese ravioli, but I like, it almost always has the ricotta, which is one of the kinds of cheeses that's in lasagna, and ricotta cheese is so good. I made ricotta pancakes one time, and I'm not saying like I put ricotta on top of the pancakes. Like, this was a recipe that I found that there was ricotta in the batter for the pancakes. It was actually really good, like surprisingly really tasty. Like I thought it would be good, but I was surprised still. Oh, you know what? Last year, when we were in New Orleans, there was this a crepe shop that I think we stopped there a couple times, and love me some crepes, man. Like, ooh. Like, there's a very common type of crepe that a crepe shop sells is a banana and Nutella one, and I am all about the banana and Nutella crepe. Like, Nutella is of course just delicious anyways, right? And like Nutella on bananas absolutely a wonderful, wonderful idea. If you like Nutella at all and enjoy bananas and you have never tried the two of them together, I recommend that you do, because not something you should miss out on trying in your life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't cook very much. Like, my husband is the one that generally cooks. I tend to bake more so than cook. I mean, I really haven't been baking much at all over the past, year, simply because I generally end up having to eat all of what I bake, since, like I said, my husband doesn't really like sweets that much. And, that's not good for me. So, not good for me. I do like baking, though. I think I'd like to try, like, baking bread at some point. Like, my family used to do that. I'm not sure if I have the patience to do the whole, like, full, like, yeast bread baking process, so I may try some, like, quick bread at some point. I think that would be nice. I do love me some, like, freshly baked bread. Just homemade bread in general I like to have for eating sandwiches, toast, butter, jam, honey, jelly, whatever. Homemade bread is generally, unless you, I don't know, mess it up somehow, which we never did when my family made it, but it's still quite good. Bloop. Turn around every now and then. I turn around my knitting 'cause I got to the end. Good times. Let's just sing songs about everything and anything, because that's what we do in my family. Or, something makes you think of a song lyric and you just start singing it. That's what I do. Or, I think I got that from my dad. He does that. No! Get back on there. My stitches tried to escape off of my needle, and nope, they did it again. I really need to stop doing that. Okay, let's not do that. Do good, be good, be good. Stay. Let's not stop knitting in the middle of the row. Maybe that would help, Avital. Avital. It's funny, sometimes I emphasize, like a certain syllable of my name when I'm trying to tell people how to pronounce it. But that's simply so that they hear the way the letter is pronounced. It's Avital. Even when I say my name, people just don't seem to be able to say it. I don't know why. I'm like, say ah, V, like you're saying the letter V. Ah, as in father. V, like you're saying the letter V. And then tall, like height. Tall. Avital. I know. It doesn't seem like it should be that difficult, but I understand that, unusual names and words that you don't come across, you're not just automatically gonna understand how to pronounce them correctly. I understand that. But I do get tired of correcting people. Or sometimes I just have been letting them say my name wrong, just because it's too much of an effort, and then I finally get tired of them saying it wrong, and I correct them, and they're like, what? Why didn't you correct me? And I'm like, it just happens so much. It just happens so much. I kind of wonder how text-to-speech would say my name. I should test that at some point and see. Yeah, I could do that on TikTok. Test how text-to-speech says my name. Bloop. And water pause. I always just kind of wonder though if there's some kind of headphone that would not make my head hurt. Headset or whatever. Because, I mean, this is one we already had. It's pretty nice. It's got the microphone here, everything, all that. But it just makes my head hurt after a while. And that's unfortunate. Because, you know, I don't like for my head to hurt. But then again, you know, I've worn wigs all day at conventions, so... I don't know, this hurts in a different way than wigs. Wigs are kind of like spread out across your whole head. The headphone is like at the specific point of where the headphone is. Now I have that song in my head. Turn around every now and then. Do 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 do. Man, 80s music videos are crazy. They're the best. Absolutely ridiculous and like all over the place. I love it. Have you seen the music video for the safety dance? They're at like a fair. It's like a medieval like fair or something. It's like a maypole. It's like a little person. It's all over the place. And they're all like, S! Whatever. They're making big S's with their arms. Seeing myself on the camera just then it made me think of one time I saw Wilbur Soot was streaming, and in his like office he has like a neon sign behind him that says his name, Wilbur Soot, and he had his camera flipped and he was talking to someone else who could see him on his camera, and he told them that the sign was backwards, like it came backwards. He's like, no, I don't have my camera flipped. He's like, this is how it came. They just messed it up. And he did a very good job of like convincing the person. I don't know if he can of going along with the bit of that, like the sign. So they were like, raise your right arm, and he raised what would be the correct arm. Like, it looked right. It was just funny. Today's Thursday. That still for some reason seems so weird. This week has been weird time-wise, like slow and fast, and I don't know, it feels like I did a lot this week more than normal. Which maybe I did, you know? I packed, you know, I went to the store multiple times. 2 more rows. I did go to the store multiple times. Wow. Look at that. But yeah, so I was looking at like packing stuff on Tuesday, because I just wanted to get everything done, just like I knew I didn't want to like leave it till today because I was going to be streaming, so I wouldn't really have time to pack. So thankfully I was looking at packing, because then I figured out some things I needed to buy before we went, one of those being sunscreen, which is very important. As you can clearly see, I am quite pale. So, you know, I need that sunscreen. I do get freckly. I like freckles. I think freckles are really cute. And I like when I get freckles. Even though I am well aware that freckles are a form of skin damage, and as such should also be avoided. But I like them. I think they are cute. But, I like to think of them romantically as little kiss marks that the sun has left upon my skin. Just because I think that's super cute. I'm sun-kissed. I mean, obviously you can't see in this camera, on the face camera, because it's not high quality, because it's the one from my laptop. I have a few freckles on my face, but again, I don't really get the big freckles on the face until I like spend more time out in the sun. The place where I have permanent freckles, funnily enough, is across the tops of my shoulders. It's not that funny, right? It's not unusual, right? Because if I'm like out in the sun, like in like a swimsuit or whatever, the tops of my shoulders are the part that's gonna like always be in the sun. And like one time ages ago, like I burnt really bad across the tops of my shoulders, and it peeled twice. It was such a bad burn that it peeled twice in the burning process, and ever since then, like, I've just always had freckles on my shoulders. Which is fine. I like those too. Which is why it's so interesting, like, that was a long time ago. And, you know, they say, like, your whole body, like, the cells, like, replace themselves every, like, what, like 7 years? And I know that was more than 7 years ago, but the freckles are still there. That's why it's so interesting. Scars, too, you know? Like, sometimes they'll get a little bit smaller, but, like, I have a decent amount of just, like, little scars, like, on my hands and stuff, just because I do things, and I'm kind of clumsy. But the scars, you know, are still there. Sometimes some of them fade, but some of them stick around. Water. Time to switch colors again. You can clearly see which color I use more, because there is much more of the dark green left than the light green. That's fine. Like, I'm not gonna need it, right? But I did buy, like, another of the lighter green. Another little thing of the embroidery thread. Embroidery floss. Whatever it's called. Just in case. And now I'll just have that for, I don't know, something in the future. Like, at one point I told myself that I would just keep knitting until the light green ran out. However, I don't even know if I'm gonna need to go that long. Honestly. Bloop. Come here. Okay, okay. Why is it that whenever I'm like, I'm going to talk about this thing, all, like, I talked about books, one of these knitting streams, and just, you know, I'm not going to talk about this thing. All instances of books left my head. I had just suddenly never read a book in my life. There was no such things as books in my head anymore. Because I was talking about food earlier, and I just can no longer think about any types of food. We've been talking about lots of things, but I was thinking about food because I was talking about like food I wanted to eat while we were on vacation. And now I just can't think of food, like at all. You know, I've not had very many steaks, like at all. Oh, wait, this is... Not very many steaks. I don't know, I just don't care about them all that much, because sometimes it feels like it's easy to get them wrong. And I'm like, I don't see the point when I'm like, I can order some other thing that I know is not gonna, like, have the capacity to disappoint me as much, you know what I mean? I always seem to want to try fish and chips. But, like, it's almost always, like, too much for me to eat. So, like, I should... If I'm doing fish and chips, I should share it with my husband. I honestly should. We do tend to share food, just because, like, portions are super big at American restaurants, honestly. Like, they're way too big. Especially when we're traveling, because it's really hard to deal with leftovers when you're traveling, and I hate to waste food, you know what I mean? I really, really hate to waste food. I mean, I love leftovers. You know, don't get me wrong. Leftovers are great, but, like, when you're on the road, what are you gonna do with leftovers? Like, where are you gonna put them? I don't have, like, a fridge in my car, okay? I just don't. That'd be kind of cool, though. But, don't have that. No fridge here. You know what I really want? I want either, like, teleportation abilities, like, super long distance, like, very safe teleportation abilities. Or, like, the ability to, like, open a door and then, like, walk through another door, like a different door. If you know what I mean. Right? Like, I'm here at my house. I can open a door in my house and walk out a door, like, at my sister's house, or something like that. And this is, it's all tied into the whole, you know, travel thing, the ability of being able to easily travel, quickly and easily travel places. I think that would be super nice. Like, I understand, like, limitations, right? Like, maybe you would have to go somewhere first. Or, like, have a really good description, right? That's fine. Or, you know, I still want, like, some kind of ability to quickly, instantaneously travel. That would be nice. Fast travel exists, and it's called sleeping in the car. Or on the plane. Obviously, the sleeping in the car thing is only if you're not driving. Ayo. Don't sleep and drive, because that you can't do that. I don't think. You shouldn't, anyways. It does not seem safe. At all. Not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form, goodness. color switching time, which means it's also water time. Stay hydrated, guys. It's very important. Whoop. And switch places, so we can do the light green now. And bloop. And bloop. Man, that would be annoying if I made that noise for like every stitch I stitch while I was knitting. Bloop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I would get tired of doing that before someone would get tired of listening to it, honestly. I guess it would depend on the person. Different things annoy different people, you know what I mean? I know what I mean. I feel like everyone should know what I mean. Because, you know, people are different people. People are not the same person. Boy, this topics of discussion this stream have been all over the place. That's pretty much all on me, just because, you know, I've been the one that's talking. Obviously, I've been the one that's talking. I'm the streamer. Obviously. What? What? Still, though, guys, still. It's like less than 24 hours before I leave for vacation. I'm hype, guys. I'm hype. It's Pog. Poggers. Which is a word that I have picked up from watching a lot of streaming. I'm not sure where it came from in the beginning, but it means, you know, good or great or something like that. Something, I don't know. We doing it. This is how we do it. And I hope no one ever asked me to teach them how to knit, because I'm fairly certain I do not have the best technique. But that's okay. That is okay. I wonder if I would ever have the tenacity and wherewithal and patience to knit a full-size Sykkuno scarf. I don't know. I'm not sure. Knitting a tiny scarf is bad enough and takes enough time. I have one project, a blue and white scarf that I started back when the Super Bowl was here in Indianapolis, which was a while ago, and like it got like I still have it. It's still in process. I may finish it eventually, but like that was so long ago, and then I just like forgot about it and like left it so long ago. Like, oh man. I remember when we hosted the Super Bowl here in Indianapolis, they put out this call about they wanted people here in Indy to knit scarves for the volunteers, and they didn't have like prerogatives about like design or anything. They're just like, okay, at least this wide and this long, and you know, these two colors, obviously the blue and the white of the cold steam, right? And they got lots and lots of scarves, and honestly I think that's really cool, like a cool kind of a way to just like really connect to the city and the inhabitants. And now a lot of the downtown, of course, was shut down around Lucas Oil. And you know, for this, for there to be a Super Bowl here in Indianapolis, to be able to see like what that is like for Indianapolis, that may be a once in a lifetime opportunity. So me and my sister and my brother-in-law, we went actually to a basketball game, a Pacers basketball game, the Saturday night before the Super Bowl. And this is like how we were like, oh, let's look at downtown. And so we like drove out somewhere and parked there, and then took a bus downtown, like bought the tickets for that or whatever, and then walked around downtown, like all with so many streets were closed off and you could just walk all over the place. There was a zip line, which I thought was really neat. We didn't do that, but you know, you could get like beer and stuff and just walk around on the streets. This is okay. So Indianapolis, I don't know if it's Indiana in general, but Indianapolis at least, it had a no open container law for like a long time. They like peeled that back for the Super Bowl for at least Indianapolis and like Broad Ripple and all the whole area. I mean, Broad Ripple is in Indianapolis. Anyways, and they never put it back into place, which I thought was really funny. So yeah, it's you're more able to have beer just like out and about now in Indy, which is funny. I thought it was funny. But yeah, we walked around downtown Indy, saw all the stuff set up. They had, you know, they renamed, not actually renamed, but you know, they had different signs up on the streets downtown for different football teams. They had a bunch of Indy cars decorated for the different football teams all around the town in different places. It was neat. They also had several like free concerts and stuff. I never went to any of the free concerts. They had Here Come the Mummies. I think they had LMFAO. My brother went to that concert. Yeah, free concerts. So you know, very hugely crowded in those downtown areas, especially when the concerts were happening. Like, whew, super crowded. But yeah, but it was a neat experience. It was a neat experience. Also, and I'm sorry if you're a Patriots fan, but it was super satisfying because the Patriots lost in Indianapolis. They lost the Super Bowl. It was that was kind of nice. Kind of nice. Yep. Anyways, we're moving on from football. No, listen. Okay, so the Colts have been in the Super Bowl twice. You know, in all my time here in Indianapolis. And the first time, which was the time that they won, like my team won the Super Bowl, and I was not in the country. Like, really? Really? My team wins the Super Bowl, and I'm not in the country? I mean, I watched it. I had to be up at like, I don't know, like 2 in the morning or something, because I was in Israel, but it was just the fact that like they were finally in the Super Bowl and actually won, and I wasn't even able to like go to like a Super Bowl party with like my friends and family and stuff. But you know, c'est la vie. I was in Israel. I was living in it, volunteering in Israel, so like I'd say that's a pretty good trade-off. To be able to do something cool like that. It's almost 8 o'clock, guys. At least here in the Eastern time zone of the United States. Well, okay. Eastern. Yeah. Time zones go north and south, so it's not Eastern time zone only in the United States. But I'm in the United States, which is my point. Mel. Hi, I was just going to say, hi, Mel! Good to see you. Thanks for coming to say hi. I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna check when I finish this row to see if I think this is long enough. Because you never know. It might just be. Alright, come on. This is a decision that's gonna have to be made here. Alright, let's check and see. First, water. Real quick, real fast. Okay. So, we're gonna check this. Alright. Here is... Ooh, nope, okay. Just do not fall off the needles. Guys, look! Oh! Goes all the way around. It doesn't overlap that much, but it does a little bit. So you know what? I'm gonna call that long enough. So let me just finish this off real quick, because my friend started his stream, and but I'll send you all over there in a minute. But let me finish this off. Yes, this is exciting. Alright, now this is just me having to remember how to finish the knit. Alright, now this is one. Wait, I forget. Oh no, I forget how to do this. Wait, hold on. I do this, and then this, and then I think, I hope I'm doing this correctly. That, I think I'm doing this. I really hope I'm doing this right. But you know, I honestly have absolutely no idea. This could be utterly wrong. Because I haven't finished a knit in a long time, okay? Bloop. I hope this is right. And I think I pull this. Ooh. Why is this so difficult? I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it, guys. Oh, I am doing it. This is amazing. I'm finishing it. I'm finishing this scarf, guys. I'm so excited. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it. This is super exciting, y'all. Oop, nope, come here. Don't lose it. Yes! It's working, it's working, it's working. I am so excited, guys. Look. Y'all. Yes! I'm so glad I remembered how to do this correctly. Or at least, I'm assuming this is correctly because it seems to be working. It appears to be working. Oh. Yes! We're so close, guys. We're so close. Ah! Oh. Yes. Okay. Now we clip this. Oh, we clipped it. And then we take this thread and we pull it through here. And we pull that tight. Yes! Oh my gosh! Okay. So, I'm gonna set this over here, out of the way. So, as you can see, this is still connected. I am going to cut it off, and then the end will have to be woven in. But look! It's done! Look at this! Look how exciting this is! Let's do it this way. And the scarf goes all the way around. And then it'll just have a little bit hanging down there. Look at that! Look at that! Look how cute it is! It's done! It's finally done, guys. I'm so excited. Ha ha ha. I'll have to weave the ends in and attach it to him. I'm not gonna do that on stream. But I will post pictures on Twitter and Instagram once that's finished. That's cute, love. Thanks, babe! So look at that! Little Sykkuno! It's so awesome. Alright, I think it is time. It's time. Alright. Listen up, guys. Listen up. Okay. I'm about to send you over to my friend Radio Kyle. Today is his birthday, okay? Today is Kyle's birthday. Today is Kyle's birthday, so I need you all to say happy birthday to him when you get over there, okay? Alright? Ready? We're gonna 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye!